Hey guys, welcome back to my next art book preview video. This week we have Marco Bucci's Debt-Free Art Degree, Foundations in Drawing. So a quick look at the front and back of this one. This is a paperback book, so I'm really excited about this one. I had this on pre-order, so I've been waiting quite a while for this one. Let's start with the contents, of course. I'm not going to stop and read them out, but you guys can pause the video to take a proper look through. But in short, as this book suggests, this is going to cover the fundamentals of drawing. Now, that's quite a big topic, so I don't know how much you can cover in one book, but I'm excited to find out. Now, this just arrived this morning, so I've only had a quick flick through, but I've been sort of tracking the reviews on Amazon as well to see other people's opinions. And let me start by saying it is currently rated 5 out of 5 on Amazon, and I can honestly say I'm not surprised. Marco is someone that I've followed for a while, and he is an amazing artist and an amazing teacher. He's most well known, at least from my perspective, from YouTube. So if you haven't heard of him or anything, I will put links in the description box below to his channel. But his videos are really well made, they're really entertaining, and he gets the information across really well. Definitely worth checking out. In fact, he's actually on the Proco website. I think he's got some courses. Don't quote me on what the courses are because I'm forgetting, but I think it's maybe a lighting and colour one or painting the head. But anyway, my point being, if it's on the Proco website, you know it's going to be good because Stan only puts like the best artists or the best courses on his website. He doesn't just sort of fill it with junk. But honestly, I think a lot of you guys will already know that Marco is one of the best teachers. So at the moment, we're looking at a little bit of gesture here. We started with 2D shapes. I think there was 3D shapes. And as the title of this suggests, it's actually based on like a college curriculum, which I think is actually really interesting. Fundamentals are one of those things that we all need to learn as artists. Sometimes it can be a little bit overwhelming or maybe even seem a little bit boring sometimes. But I'd have a bit of faith that Marco can do a good job of making it interesting. And you can see that he's got assignments throughout as well. The other thing to mention is that there are QR codes spread out throughout this book. So they link back to Marco's YouTube channel. I haven't actually tried one yet, but it mentions it in the back of the book. And I know someone in the reviews on Amazon mentioned that it's a shame there's no sound on the videos. But ultimately, you know, that doesn't really matter. It's pretty cool that there is extra content in here. Another thing I wanted to say about this is it's actually really affordable. Now, I know the prices fluctuate a little bit when I post these videos. People always tell me in the comments they've changed. But at the time of me uploading this, it's only around about £15 for this book, and considering it's like, let me check, I think it's about 160 pages. In fact, probably a little bit more than that, close to 180 pages. And this is the stuff you need to learn as an artist. You know, you can skip past it, but you're only going to slow down your progress and limit your work. So for the sake of £15, honestly, this is one that I would get. I will put links in the description box below to where I got mine from and all that good stuff. If you want to use those links, you do help support the channel. But yeah, I'm saying I would advise buying this one, and that's as someone who already owns a lot of books, too many to actually work through. But ones like this, I think, are pretty important, and I also think they are quite an easy read in some respects. And what I mean by that is the information is laid out quite well without overwhelming you. Again, Marco's a good teacher. He knows the best way to get this stuff across. I always bring up the example of like Andrew Loomis in comparison. An amazing artist or an amazing teacher that we all learnt from. But for me, as good as the books are, and I do still recommend them, but I do find them quite sort of difficult to get the information from. I find it quite a difficult read, really. Whereas something like this, I think, is just broken down really well. I am skipping a few pages at a time, by the way. If you are into this kind of book, I would also recommend the Sorry Kim book that I reviewed a couple of weeks back. I don't have it on hand to actually show it in this video, but I'll put links again in the description box below. That's another one where the information is really good. It's really well broken down. It's quite an easy read and also really affordable. So also quite inspiring as well. Now, I say it's an easy read. You could probably read through this quickly, but you know, he does mention at the beginning this is not intended to be something you rush through. It's something you want to stick with, practice consistently, I guess, and use long term. He also mentions at the beginning that you can break these sections down. So if you just want to study one section, you could do. So he does advise that you study it all because it will come together better, but chapters can be studied individually. Hopefully that makes sense. I always associate Marco with like lighting and colour, and also how to paint and draw the human face, the planes of the face, as we saw in that other page. So yeah, I'm really excited to work through this one. But that's pretty much it, guys. We're getting to the end now. Again, I'll put all the links and all that good stuff in the description box below to Marco's channel, the book, etc. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out and means I can keep making content like this. Thanks for watching, everyone.